What is up, my beautiful star seeds? It is Tico, and I was just inspired to do a full moon reading for tonight. The full moon is at 2:33 Central Time here. So this reading might be going through today, tonight, and even applicable through tomorrow and even Monday as the energies kind of wane. Remember that the new moon is a time when we plant our intentions, and the full moon is a time when we realize these intentions, or energetically, things are brought to our awareness. So there's a lot of release, a lot of fulfillment, a lot of exemplification of some certain maybe aspects or storylines that have been playing out over the past month, right? So, and we could really maybe see a culmination in this full moon of some of the seeds of intent that we planted at the last new moon. Okay, so just doing a little meditative reading, a full moon reflection, especially geared towards my fellow star seeds here on Earth as we're moving forward into the new decade and really working on our own independent journeys while working together to manifest and materialize a new Earth. So here's some cards to reflect, and one's jumping out right now, and it's the Ten of Wands, right? Next, I'm just going to pull, that one gave me a little bit of goosebumps. We have a Fool. Oh, this is just beautiful, right? And the Four of Pentacles. I'm going to kind of look at this, and I'm going to read it a little bit backwards too, because what we're seeing materialized, I think we're just a reoccurring, a common theme, especially for a lot of people who've been going through shifts. Shifts with career, shifts with our purpose, shifts with, finding new ways to provide that sense of security for ourselves. And I think even there's new definitions as to what that security might actually mean, right? As we're stepping out of, let's say, ego definitions of this checklist that we were taught maybe by our society or maybe just by ourselves, of if we have these certain physical things, then that makes us feel secure, content, right, and complete. So, right now there might be a lot of that feeling of insecurity as, energy patterns are changing, this or that, but this one's kind of coming up, so looking at these cards, I feel like the message or reflection that I'm picking up here is the Ten of Wands. Like, first of all, it's tens are our transition between a nine, the completion, and ace, new beginning, and Wands is all about our spiritual progress, our spiritual projects, and our spiritual pathways, right? And, so the first piece of this, I want to, for everyone who felt drawn to this reading or who's reading, if this is resonating with you, to really acknowledge how hard we have been working, right? How, especially starseeds here on Earth, we've been carrying frequencies, not just our own, but we've been carrying them for our communities, we've been carrying them for others. We're participating in this whole global shift, right? So that's a lot of energy. And what's really nice, I feel, about this full moon, something to reflect on is, we've done a lot of work. So really feeling like how far we've come. And really the message of this card, especially combined with this beautiful, this Fool, this Zero, this infinite potential, new beginnings, being guided by Spirit, right? The imagery of the Fool on the cliff right now, the message here would be, leap before you look. Right? This is a chance to just be guided and to not really worry or think about some of those things. So it's time to really let some of those burdens go, trusting that the universe, because this is a spiritual card, this is that major arcana, right? Trusting that the universe is really going to provide for us and care for us and bring us that security that we're seeking here in the physical plane. Although we're not going to see it, it's going to be an unpredictable pathway, right? Or maybe some other traditional or predictable pathways, right? That could also be part of these wands, part of this burden that we're carrying. And now it's really just time to drop the burden and, bask in our infinite soul self and tap into that new beginnings, that childlike wonder and nature and connectivity with Spirit. Because following that pathway, right, and taking that leap of faith will bring us to that sense of, physical stabilization that maybe we're not feeling as present right now. So there's a full moon reading for this February snow moon, and I really hope that resonates for the souls it's meant to, and infinite blessings.